You want me to talk about that?
Please, please, by all means.
Okay. So a water molecule, most people know H2O, two hydrogens, one oxygen. Basically, that arrangement is for the two hydrogens to be here and the one oxygen here. And they're almost in a pyramidal or triangular configuration. Now, keep in mind, that is not a static arrangement. Those little bonds in the hydrogen are constantly pulsing and moving. But basically, their average alignment is that of two here, one here, a triangle. So when you put a bunch of molecules together, they cluster in their triangular pyramidal form. It's a cluster. When water is treated with the terahertz device, something really cool happens, especially if you put in just a pinch of salt or some trace minerals. It can be table salt. Himalayan sea salt is better. And what that does is it provides the water with more ions. And when the frequency hits the water, it actually stretches the hydrogen bonds such that even though they're pulsing and moving constantly in and out of arrangement slightly, instead of that arrangement being more consistently averaged as a triangle, the arrangement is more consistently averaged with the two hydrogen bonds way together on this end and the oxygen over here, so that it's referred to as linear. It's not a perfect straight line, but it's a lot more linear than it is clustered. So that when we drink the water and the water gets into our fluid and gets to the cells, water normally travels across the membrane through something called an aquapore, just a little passage in the cell membrane. Well, when water isn't structured, it gangs up around the cell membrane in a cluster and waits its turn to go in. When water is structured and more linear, the molecules are more linear, then they're more easily able to just zip right through into the pore, through the pore into the cell, and do the same thing getting out. So they superhydrate the cells, structured water does, and they also help get the toxins out more readily because it's easier for the water and its accompanying toxin to get out and get taken out where it needs to through your organs of excretion, which are the large intestine, your urinary system, and your skin. A lot of people don't realize that the skin is an excretory organ. It's the largest of our organs. Most people don't even know skin is an organ.
That's true. Now, how much salt would you say to add to, let's say, a gallon of water before you charge? I know we charge our water typically 30 minutes.
Yeah, and that's good for a gallon. And another thing, people should be drinking a gallon of water a day. Most people don't.
How much salt would you say?
I've never treated a gallon. I just treat several glasses during the day. I've never treated a gallon.
You say like a half a teaspoon?
Pardon?
A half a teaspoon?
I would think so. It's barely. You don't even taste it. It doesn't make the water taste like salt water.
Gotcha.
Now, I actually do use trace minerals. I found a liquid trace mineral on Amazon that I like very much, so that not only is it providing ions, but while I'm drinking the water, I'm getting all of these really fabulous minerals that I need. Most people don't realize that there are minerals that our bodies need that we don't get from the foods we eat anymore. We have less than, I think it's about 2 or 3 inches of topsoil in our breadbasket region where all of the agricultural things are. We used 100 years ago, we had several feet of topsoil. So when farmers fertilize and give the soil what the plant needs to grow into a pretty, big, beautiful whatever, they're only thinking about what the plant needs. They're not giving the soil what the plant needs because we're eating it. And one of those minerals that we don't get anymore that we used to is silver. Silver is very important. It's an antibiotic, an antiviral, an antifungal, an anti-mold. It'll kill just about anything. So getting silver through trace minerals in structured water is really good.